All right, let's talk about getting your money to actually work for you. We're going to walk through a super simple but really powerful system you can set up in literally 10 minutes to automate your savings and finally feel like you're getting ahead. Sound familiar? You get a pay raise, you're excited, but a month or two later you look at your bank account and think, wait, where did that extra money go? It just seems to vanish into thin air. Well, that's the exact problem we're going to solve today. See, the solution isn't about trying harder or having more willpower. That's a losing battle. The real fix is to build a system, a machine, really, that does all the heavy lifting for you, automatically in the background. We're going to replace guesswork with a system that just works. Now, for this whole thing to work, we have to build it on one core idea. And honestly, this concept alone is a total game changer. It's called pay yourself first. So here's what that actually means. It means your savings and your investments are not what's left over at the end of the month. Nope. They are the very first, most important bill you pay the second your paycheck hits your account. That little change in timing makes all the difference in the world. And this is the mental shift that's so powerful. Once your savings are automatically whisked away, the money that's left over, well, that's your real budget for living. You can spend every single penny of it without a shred of guilt because you know your future is already taken care of. Okay, so how do we actually put this principle into practice? We use a really simple, clean framework called the 3-account money system. Just think of it as the simple blueprint for your new automated financial life. First up, you've got your bills account. This is basically your financial command center. Your entire paycheck lands here first, and all your predictable fixed costs get paid from here. We're talking rent, car payments, insurance, utilities, the essentials. This can just be your main checking account. Next is your spending account. Think of this as your weekly or bi-weekly allowance. This is for all the stuff that changes, groceries, coffee runs, dinner with friends, a little shopping. And the best part, since your savings are already handled, you can spend this money completely guilt-free. And finally, we have the most important account of all, the savings account. This is your wealth-building engine. Ideally, this is a separate, high-yield savings account where you build your emergency fund. It's also the hub that can feed your retirement accounts like a 401k or an IRA. This is the account you feed automatically and rarely ever touch. Okay, so we've got the why and the what. Now for the how. Let's walk through the exact practical steps to set this whole thing up so it just runs on autopilot. It's a really simple 3-step waterfall. First, your direct deposit lands in your bills account. Step 2, and this is key, on the very same day, an automatic transfer sends your savings amount over to your savings account. That's you paying yourself first. Then, step 3, another automatic transfer sends your allowance amount over to your spending account for the week. That's it. Set it and forget it. Now, I know this all sounds good in theory, but let's run the numbers on a real-world example to see just how powerful the system is, especially when you get a pay raise. So let's imagine you're making $70,000 a year, and boom, you get a nice $10,000 raise, bringing you up to 80 grand. And of course, just a quick note, your actual take-home pay is going to vary based on taxes and all that, but the principle here is exactly the same. Here's the simple rule you put in place. You take that new raise, and before you even get used to it, you decide to automatically save half of it. That extra money never even hits your spending account. It gets sent straight to your future self. Just look at the difference here. Before automation, saving that extra money from the raise is a maybe. It depends on you remembering to do it. The result? It's inconsistent. But with automation, the moment that bigger paycheck lands, your savings transfer automatically increases. Your wealth just grows predictably, without you even thinking about it. Now, setting this system up is actually the easy part. The real trick is making it last. So let's be real and talk about the common ways this can fall apart, and more importantly, how you can make sure your system is built to last. So what could go wrong? What are the common traps people fall into when they try to set this up? Let's get ahead of them.
A few big ones always pop up. Some people get a little too ambitious, they automate too much money right away, and they end up with overdraft fees. Others don't give themselves enough fun money in their spending account, so they feel choked by their budget and just quit. And a huge one is not having a plan for those big, lumpy expenses that you know are coming.
So here's a pro tip for that last problem. It's called a sinking fund. Basically, inside your savings account, you can create a separate little bucket for things like car repairs, or a vacation, or holiday gifts. You just transfer a small, automatic amount there every month. This way, a big, predictable expense never blows up your whole system.
And of course, just a quick heads up, this is all for educational purposes to show you how a system like this works. It's not official financial advice, so you should always think about what's right for your own personal situation. So let's end with this thought. Your money is always going to be moving. It's going to flow somewhere. The only real question is, are you going to let it flow randomly, or are you going to be the one who decides exactly where it goes? This system puts you in the driver's seat.